toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Vanderbilt's offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
To punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He takes it at the 45. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Tennessee's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, the running back has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught behind the line. It's Harper. Open space at the 25. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Vols, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I'll tell you what, the quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
The Commodores will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. There he goes. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Nice move to keep running. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Punt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moving away from pressure. Gets rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see...
Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
To the air, it's Carr. Takes the easy completion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's caught inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harper. It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Volunteers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll pitch it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. Going for 6. Touchdown ball! Fit it in the window for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 4 over Georgia Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Offensive coordinators feel really smart when the run game opens, especially early in the game, because now everything is at their disposal and the defense is already on their heels.
The sure hands, it's Slater. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And there he is, the nation's leader in sacks, coming up with yet another one. Week after week, teams try to find a way to stop this guy. They just can't figure him out. He's too big, he's too fast, and he has a knack for getting to quarterbacks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete to the right. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Vols can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Harper. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He's got 69 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. The Volunteers will try to put one on the board. Touchdown, Tennessee! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going to try to get it himself, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Commodores line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
And the Tennessee offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Got him downfield. On the move at the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Flood. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll run it from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The inside handoff. Breaks the tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Proctor. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it.
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. The Vols, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Carr. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And the Commodores with a golden opportunity, but the key to the drill is turn it into points. Just going to keep it after the snap. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Caught over the middle. It's Slater. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold.
Going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown Vols! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 5 over Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down and get some positive yards.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Carr. Pressure coming. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this. Nicely. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46?
Really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it himself. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
With the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal.
42.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
As a defense, I don't want anything going north and south. Nice job by the defense, understanding that, playing really strong, really stout. The ball starts to bounce now and go backwards. Gets no...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Running game got stuffed on first down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Running back searching for a hole. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
On the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner is stopped.
Down at the 40. And the Tennessee offense will take over.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
He's tackled at the 47.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. Tripped up for the tackle.
I've always been a fan of staying aggressive until there's zeros on the clock. I know they've got a big lead, but they're not going to put their fourth-string offense out there and just run fullback dive. While we're competing in this game, while we're staying on the field, stop us. We're going to keep taking shots, and you're seeing the speed, the athleticism, the playmakers that they have still going to work here late.
And the Vols kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.